In this video, we're going to talk about the second Boeing whistleblower who has been found dead. Let's get into it. Welcome to everybody. I am your host, Kenneth Glenn, and today we're going to be talking about Joshua Dean. Joshua Dean is a whistleblower for Boeing. If you didn't know, Boeing's been going through some controversy recently because of the usage of not very good quality parts, and the plane crash has been happening. And so a few months ago, we talked about John Barnett, who was the previous whistleblower who was found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and the gun was still perfectly in his hand with the finger on the trigger perfectly, which the odds of that ever happening would be so low that it's more likely that he was murdered. But I digress. If you want to hear that, go watch my other video. I think it's right there. Anyway, so Dean died. He's 45 years old. He died Tuesday morning. His family announced on social media. His family told NPR on Thursday that Dean had quickly fallen into critical condition and diagnosed with MRSA bacterial infection. Very weird. He was airlifted from a hospital in Wichita, Kansas, to another facility in Oklahoma City. From the medical teams were unable to save his life, according to the Seattle Times, which was the first to report his death. This is weird, because let's read further into this. So, he's a health nut, right? Dean is a health nut. He's a very, very healthy guy. Reportedly, he didn't even have a doctor because of how healthy he was.
Doctor said I was too healthy, you know? In too good of shape.
Alright, here it is right here. So, Dean's mother and stepfather described him as a studious and honest man, a health nut who rarely drank and attended church regularly. His career helped by his prodigious memory and attention to detail, he said. He was amazing, said Wim Weir, Dean's stepfather. He could read something and then he could just tell you word for word what he read days later. Dean started feeling sick around 2 weeks ago. His mother, Virginia Green, told NPR he stayed home from work for a couple days, but things got worse. Sunday, April 21st, is when I had a call from him that he was really sick, having trouble breathing. Green said he went from immediate care and they told him he had strep throat. He tested positive for influenza B, which is a flu strand, and tested positive for MRSA, which I don't know what that is. He had pneumonia and his lungs were completely filled up, and from there, he just went downhill. Dean was initially treated from St. Joseph's Hospital in Wichita, but he got worse, and then he was sent to a hospital in Oklahoma City. Dean's kidneys gave out. He was relying on an ECMO life support machine to do work for his heart and lungs. The night before Dean died, Green said the medical staff in Oklahoma did a bronchoscopy on his lungs. The doctor said he's never seen anything like it before. His lungs were just totally gummed up like a mesh all over them. This is a very odd situation we got here. Very odd. We got a guy who's completely healthy and just flip of a switch. So for those of you who haven't been paying attention to this Boeing situation, there's a court case coming up in June. And there's many whistleblowers on the case for exposing Boeing for their Let's be real. For just how crappy they are as a company, they're cheap parts, and they're like, there's reports of them using like actual chewing gum to secure some pieces in, and they're using dish soap as lubricants, and there's so many things coming out about Boeing. So I just wanted to give you guys this news. Give me your thoughts down below. Hope you liked the video, guys. Please comment, subscribe for more. And defund Boeing, boycott Boeing. Don't fly on flights anymore. Okay? These guys are terrible. Obviously, there's something fishy going on here. There's a second Boeing employee who's been found dead within months of each other. This is literally 2 months, and 2 whistleblowers have died. My prediction is that we're going to see more Boeing employees dying. So, anyways, that's just it for my video. I didn't really have much to talk about. Just want to give you guys the news. See you guys later. Peace.